So you're the new manager. Welcome. Look, you're not just running a restaurant. You're the guardian of public health. This explainer, it's your playbook, designed to walk you through the essential duties that ensure every single customer is safe. Let's get started. Just let that sink in for a minute. The stakes could not be higher. A single misstep can have huge consequences. Food safety isn't just some list of rules. It's an entire system where you are the most important piece of the puzzle. Your leadership is the very first line of defense. So, we've broken this playbook down into 5 key sections. We're going to cover your core responsibility, the daily opening checklist, how to lead your food-safe team, stopping those invisible threats, and finally, mastering time and temperature control. All right, let's kick it off with Section 1, your core responsibility. Here's the deal. A safe kitchen culture is built from the top down. It all starts with you. When it comes right down to it, your primary job is to protect your customers. And how do you do that? By building a culture of compliance and accountability. You've got to make sure every safety standard is met, sure, but you also need a team that holds each other accountable. When your crew understands the why behind the rules, they become partners in protecting people. Now for Section 2. This is where the theory becomes action, the daily opening checklist. A safe and successful shift doesn't happen by accident, It's planned right from the very beginning. Before the first order even comes in, you've got 4 critical checks. First, verify those cooler and freezer temps. Then, make sure your thermometers are accurate. Next, check in with your team about their health. And finally, confirm all your hygiene stations are stocked and ready to go. Think of it as your kitchen's pre-flight check. This point seems so simple, but wow, is it important. If your thermometer is off by just a few degrees, every single dish you serve could be in the temperature danger zone. Calibrating it isn't just a suggestion, it is a non-negotiable daily task. And getting it right is super easy. Just use the ice method. Fill a glass with crushed ice and a little water, stick the thermometer in without it touching the sides, and just wait for the needle to stop. It has to read 32 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 0 Celsius. If it doesn't, you adjust it. It's that simple, but it has to be done every single day. Your morning routine also includes taking in deliveries, and these are the hard and fast rules. Cold food has to arrive at or below 41 degrees. Hot food above 135. And frozen food, it better be rock solid. If any delivery doesn't meet these standards, you reject it. You're the gatekeeper. All right, on to Section 3, leading your team. This is where we shift our focus from the equipment to your most valuable resource, your people. Okay, here's a scenario you are definitely going to face. An employee tells you they have symptoms like vomiting or diarrhea. What do you do? What's your immediate responsibility? Do you exclude them or do you restrict them? What's the right call? Your answer has to be clear and it has to be immediate. For vomiting, diarrhea, or jaundice, you exclude them. That means they can't be in the building. End of story. For something like a sore throat with a fever, you restrict them. They can work, but they can't handle food. Maybe they can wash dishes. And remember, this is never about punishment. It's always about protection. And for that policy to actually work, you have to create a culture where employees feel safe reporting these symptoms. They can't be afraid. This list right here is absolutely non-negotiable. Every team member needs to understand that reporting these is a core part of their job. Let's pivot to Section 4. Stopping invisible threats. Some of the biggest dangers in the kitchen are the ones you can't even see. I'm talking about bacteria and allergens. So first, let's define our enemy, cross-contamination. It's simply when harmful bacteria moves from a contaminated source, like raw chicken, to a clean one, like a ready-to-eat salad. Our job is to break that chain of transfer before it can even start. And your most powerful weapon against this is the storage hierarchy. This is all about how you organize your cooler, and it's based on the minimum internal cooking temperature of each food. So ready-to-eat foods always go on the top shelf. And at the very bottom, raw poultry. Every single time. No exceptions. Because if you reverse this order, you end up with this exact nightmare scenario. Raw chicken juices dripping down onto fresh lettuce. That's a textbook recipe for a foodborne illness outbreak. This one simple organizational rule prevents that entire disaster. The same idea applies to allergens, but we call it cross-contact. That's when an allergen gets transferred to a food where it doesn't belong. You have to have a clear system. Use separate, color-coded equipment for the big 9 allergens, make sure staff wash hands and change gloves, and have clear communication from the customer all the way to the kitchen. For some guests, this isn't just a preference, it's life or death. Okay, on to our final section, number 5, controlling time and temperature. And let me tell you, if you can master this, you can control the growth of almost all harmful bacteria. This is a big one. I want you to meet public enemy number 1, the temperature danger zone. It's that range from 41 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. In this zone, bacteria can double in just 20 minutes. A huge part of your job is keeping all food out of this zone, all the time. That means you have to keep cold food cold. The rule is simple, and it is absolute: 41 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. There is no wiggle room here at all. And on the flip side, you have to keep hot food hot. The minimum temperature for hot holding is 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything less, and you're stepping right into that danger zone. So let's bring it all together. Your role is so much bigger than just managing a shift. It's about being the unwavering guardian of these safety standards. From calibrating a thermometer first thing in the morning, to organizing your cooler, from leading your team on health policy to monitoring temperatures, every single action you take serves one purpose: protecting your customers. You are the final and most important checkpoint. So, we'll leave you with this question. You've got the playbook, and you've just completed your opening checklist. What's your first move? What's the first proactive step you're going to take today to reinforce food safety with your team? Will you review the storage hierarchy in the pre-shift meeting? Will you do a spot check on hand washing? Your leadership starts now.